Whoa!
Matrix dodge, except I bumped into my chair. So.
Oh no. Well, they didn't have a chair there in the Matrix.
No. They were able to
Famously
bend
in
so
the
low.
Matrix, they didn't have chairs.
Well, no, just in that scene.
Yeah, they just had leather coats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And wire food.
And wire food. Yeah, shh, don't tell anyone.
Okay, that's the
That's
next thing
so
we're installing.
Cute! Weirdness! Ah! Ellie. So cute. Hi, everyone!
Hello.
Hello!
Because the little emote preview was hovering, I read salut, and I was like, salut, bonjour. Ça va?
Yeah.
Oui, ça va, et toi?
We? Yep.
I was wondering initially whether we'd try to go the entire episode without mentioning Liz's absence, so
Well,
that
you've
the
ruined
podcast
it.
people
Check.
would be like, is Troyan just real quiet? Or
Can you imagine if we did a whole session, someone's just like, and then we would, I don't know, narrate on behalf of them or something?
For podcast viewers, that was Scott and I crossing our arms and looking grumpy and
That's
pouty.
true. Thank you. Yes, actually correct. I was,
Podcast viewers, I said.
Oh, yes, of course.
People who look at the waveform. Try to
Well, then
interpret.
you can see when the important stuff is happening as opposed to the silence.
Yeah.
I've played many games, unfortunately, where somebody at one point just pulls one of these and they're not happy, and it's because they didn't have safety tools to know how to deal with that shit.
Yeah, we do though.
Hell
and we're
yeah.
gonna get into them right away. Woo! We have tools. You don't have these, but you do have other options. What are these? Green card play means I'm enthusiastically consenting to what's going on in game, even if I don't look like I, the player, am safe. Pause card is heads up, folks. I need to let you know around the table about something that needs to be known before we can continue gameplay. But the red card is a stop. We will drop gameplay entirely. Everything's interrupted. You talk as humans. In our case, we'll go to a BRB screen. And gameplay will not resume until everyone around the table feels safe to continue. You may not have cards, but you do have other tools. You can whisper us at RPGClinic. You can also whisper one of our moderators. We have Aragwen in chat. I think that's the only moderator I've seen so far, but they're indicated with a green sword next to their name. And they're happy to pass along the information anonymously, if you so wish.
Mm-hmm.
But also, of course, you always have the option, if you're not feeling safe, to remove yourself from chat or the stream. We don't want to see you go, but we do want to see you safe.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
As always. Thank you very much.
Some weeks I nail it. Some weeks I feel like I don't understand
like,
how to say words. But
Discard.
I'm just like
Discard color.
beep boop.
Shit.
Yeah.
Ah. Hey!
You'd think.
Kung Fu Fenris is also here, one of our other mods. To tack on.
Yeah.
Skadoosh.
Yeah.
You have tea in front of you.
Yeah.
I do.
Is it gonna steep forever?
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah.
Are you okay with that?
I am actually okay with
Depends
that.
on the tea.
This
Some-
is it. It's
yeah.
like a lemon ginger. It's never gonna get that bitter or acrid.
Mm-hmm.
I have absolutely left like black tea bags in for like, 20 to 30 minutes, and then been like, it'll be fine. It's not fine. It's not okay.
No.
I'm in a video game called Steep Forever.
That's right. My friend was playing it the other day. He was like, "Bro, I love this game," and I was like, "Did you know my friend was in it?"
I'm in the crowd somewhere,
Yeah.
I think.
And he was like, "Oh, I don't play races. I just go to the top of mountains and like jump down them." I'm like, "Well, no, you're not gonna see him."
I've
the hell?
I've never seen myself in this game. I'm apparently also in an Assassin's Creed, and I've never seen myself either. So
I really hope. I'm sure I've said this before, but like, I really hope you're playing like Ramses II or some shit.
well, no, because I wasn't I didn't voice it.
No, he doesn't say anything.
No, it's just my face. But I'm just really hoping that I'm a killable character.
Yes.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want somebody to be able to kind of come up and. But the problem is that in Assassin's Creed, for like the longest time, they didn't have the hidden blades. You couldn't just assassinate people by walking up behind them anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to find.
It's the whole point of Assassin's Creed is to assassinate.
Yeah.
What's in the name?
I've
It's like
never
Hitman.
watched someone play it and do much assassination. It's all
Oh, you didn't
jump down into the middle of a group of people and then fight them all. And then run.
I see you watched Punchy on Assassin's
I've
Creed
watched
Odyssey for
many people.
800 hours.
Look, I have killed Harry Stanjowski several times
Hell
across
yeah.
several games.
Love that. Assassin and jumping. I mean, basically, Eric went, oh, that's what assassin is. Not assassinate, it's from the Greek.
Assassin.
Sasso.
And fucking.
To sass.
And assassin, and jumping, and
assassin. Oh, and
and kissing.
we like to have a lot of fun here.
There we go. That was our musical episode. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Podcast listeners can go back and re-experience it again, afresh, if they really want to. Wind back 30 seconds. There you go.
And jump. And kiss him. That's our new theme song. I hope you like it.
I mean, it does kind of make sense.
We'd have to replace jumping with something else, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
First draft.
Yeah. How you doing, John? What's up?
Consistently weirded out by myself and everyone.
And everyone else. Okay, cool. Rolling. Oh, right. They see me rolling and they hate me.
Trolling.
Weird Al did it.
Yeah.
Better.
Cheating.
It's a great song. I one day wish to rock that at karaoke, but I have yet to find a karaoke bar that has it on
This is a Weird Al collection.
yeah.
Bang bang, I think. There is
yeah.
one. There is one.
Excellent.
I'll have to ask.
Well, I have a birthday coming up. In like 11
Yeah, I was
months,
like, wait
but,
a second. I was like, yeah, wait.
Like in a long time, but yeah.
No, you don't.
I mean,
I was
everyone
out-
has one.
Well,
coming
I was
up.
out of the province, so you have to have second birthday.
Oh, of
just
course.
For me.
Heck,
Well, also, you had a birthday that was here, and you had a dinner, but nobody could make it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which
So
was sad.
you should just do another.
Oh, redo. Oh, great.
Redo.
I love that.
Remix.
And we can do karaoke here with Apple TV.
That's true.
So there we go. We can sing along to anything.
Weirdly enough, I don't know. Like I have had the experience of people doing like living room karaoke before, and I'm just like, that for some reason that's embarrassing. Put a microphone in my hand in a room that's not soundproofed, and I'm like, yeah, sure. I honestly do not know why. It's just one of those things.
That's fair.
Erwin,
Not that I won't.
booth karaoke is almost always
Oh.
a superior experience to bar karaoke.
Yes.
The problem with bar karaoke, there's a few. One is that if you have like a lot of people, then you get to sing like once, maybe, and that's it, which is no good. Two, you'll get ringers, people who come in and sing the same song every week because they know that they can sing that one song well, which is fine, but then it makes everyone else look bad when that one guy who shows up and sings Rocky Raccoon because it's the one thing that he's done over and over again kind of sucks. And three is that if you want to just goof off and have fun, you're doing it in front of a crowd of strangers. The only advantage is that if you nail a song and you feel super good about it and you're in front of a crowd,
Yeah.
it's tight. Shit's nice. But otherwise, get in a fucking booth.
Yeah.
With your friends.
Yeah.
I do. Once, I think it was someone. It must have been someone's bachelor party. But there was like we went and did bar karaoke, which was fine. There was someone in the crowd who had like a shitty little plastic guitar, and they would like every time there was a guitar solo, they'd like pop up on stage and like air guitar it on their little plastic like guitar band guitar or Guitar Hero guitar. It was very funny. The first 3 times it was fine, and then I was like, you should go. But
Vancouver. The
Welcome
most
back.
frightening
West Coast.
of cities because it's got buildings and expensive real estate.
Mountains.
Expensive real estate.
Ooh. Don't have those here.
Such as the rest of the country as well.
Yeah, that's yeah. But hi.
Milder weather.
Oh God.
Not minus 30.
Yeah.
What is that?
It has been. I found it chilly recently, but like not. I don't know. There's we've talked about this. I know we've talked about this on stream, but there's like levels of cold here where there's like a certain band where I'm like, what the hell? And then it gets colder, and all of a sudden I'm fine because I've layered properly. Because I'm like, I understand that it's cold. It's fine. No big deal. It's the I'm not expecting this. That's the problem.
I bet you weren't expecting the recap. After some debate with his packmates, Dante announced the challenge for Apotheosis and To the Moon. Get someone from the cairn of the Weathered Storm to enter downstream. Leaving any percent behind with the new cub Zack, the pack headed to Mount Royal. Juan had intercepted To the Moon and was holding them at the Bawn, but the pack noticed the Guardian's attitude seemed quite out of character. Further into the cairn, a meeting with Dew raised even more questions about everyone's reluctance to break their oath of silence. Returning to downstream, the pack witnessed Apotheosis tricking Jennifer Slade into the cairn and putting to rest any question as to who should lead the sept. But Apotheosis also revealed that she was a former member of the Cairn of the Weathered Storm, under a different name, Dawn. Troyan left for New York to learn more about the mass amnesia affecting Montreal Guru, while Macris and Dante stayed behind to meet with Dew and Alice.
Classic indeed. Nice, great, yeah. There were a number of capital R revelations last session that were.
That should have been the name of the damn episode. Oh.
No. Yeah, table flip.
It's the name of a Bible book.
Yeah, well, we're just gonna go through
be
the Bible books for like.
Oh yeah.
We'll do a section that's like.
One of our sessions. That's it. I mean, our naming scheme for these episodes is already kind of rocky, but that's because I'm not the one naming them.
Yeah, fair.
Oh,
That's fair.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. When I name them, they follow a fucking theme.
This is the antagonism is part of the getting into the werewolf, right? That's
Yeah.
what's happening here. Okay, yeah, good.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Our
R.
capital of R is made booty.
What did I just? Was that
I don't know.
It's fine, it was a
You
napkin,
breathed
okay.
off something. It's not coming back.
It was a napkin, I think. The capital.
Well, experience question comes up again, as it always does. Trois, dos, each.
Aww.
Yay!
Yay!
Favorite
And
child.
presumably Liz, somewhere off in the distance.
May or may not have. I went from Dex 2 to Dex 3. So it took a while for me to save up.
Fucking damn.
Harsh.
Normally it's like, go to the corner. You don't get any tater tots tonight. Go to hell. Like, what? What am I doing? Oh, the 2 Z's saves it actually, yeah. Scoot.
Weirdly aggressive,
What
but
did I do? That's all right, I know what I did.
Heart emoji. Go to hell.
the highs and the lows.
I
Look.
think Aragorn and I have an understanding. Oh, fuck. Dex 3.
Yeah,
That's great.
more nimble.
You've been doing parkour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under bridge parkour.
Actually, fair.
That's when I was like,
Actually, that's
I should have Dex.
quite impressive now that I think about it. You climbed under a building.
Yeah, good old aggro cushion Liz
Yeah.
here today.
Elizabeth, aggro cushion meal.
I'm gonna hang on. No, it's not a message for her later. Just so she knows.
Tune in at exactly 2:14.
We'll point out that next session we may have an announcement to make in regards to our experience progression system. Not today, but next week.
Okay.
Stay tuned
Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it.
for the whole week.
But yeah.
Stare at the screen.
I mean, we'll post about it on Discord.
Sure, yeah.
Go to the Discord. Learn
Yes.
about shit. There was a scene that played out on Discord yesterday, or 2 days ago?
2 days.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Go see that.
I feel like the jumping off point for those was maybe the solo sessions for Changeling and no, way back when. Sorry, Exaltwitch Nexus, you wrote fiction, like content for the game off stream. And I feel like
And it got posted on our wiki.
our wiki, that's right. And I feel like every game we've played since then, we managed to find new ways of integrating it into
I
the.
suppose I could get back into doing that. I stopped. I did it for Nexus. I did it for Changeling.
Mhm.
I don't think I did it for Academy. Didn't do it for Reach.
No. And then
Didn't do it for Riverwell. Didn't do it for
for
Avatar.
Avatar. But we were doing
Downtime sessions.
downtime sessions.
Definitely for Avatar.
Yeah. I was like, yeah,
What is life?
Actually,
I was
no.
so confident and then I'm not.
No.
Anyway,
We are now, though, is the point, and so you should join the Discord if you're not already there.
and we talk
We'll-
about all kinds of things.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheeks hurt from smiling already. Can't believe it.
Yeah, there you
That
go.
is Aragwen.
Now you won't smile. You'll be sad. I'm helping you. I'm helping you.
It's been a while since I've written anything,
Yeah.
funnily enough. But you think I get to write at my job? I don't write shit.
You just fix everyone else's writing.
I'm sorry.
I'm
just
legally
assumed-
obligated to say no.
I just assume your fan fiction side business is going strong. Assumed that. Your slash fic, your fan that you do on the side under that pen name that we all know. We can't say.
You're not allowed in our house anymore. You revealed our secret to
I
the
revealed too
public.
many secrets.
How do you think we afford this play?
All on the backs of fanfic. I love that.
Rom reached
Oh no.
between Pyres' legs,
Oh.
finding the perineum, and
Oh. Oh.
Ah,
Sword.
Greg Davies' favorite body part.
It would be. Well,
it is true, weirdness. There is Waluigi stuff out there. That is.
Now that we've gotten rid of anyone who first has tuned in for the first time and
We are-
thought we might be interesting to
no,
watch.
no. We're trying to weed out the ones who don't like this sort of thing. Okay, that's what we're doing. Kate.
Separating the chaff.
The wheat from the chaff. That's
Yeah.
right. Love you.
Oh
Yeah, weirdness. There's a reverse emote.
my god, it's so good.
That's so good. Ah. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that part
Yeah.
of the body. To
John,
find out.
John's looking it up.
I cannot wait.
I hope he has like safe search aggressively disabled so that it's just like the worst images are the first thing that
I
pop up.
really like
Unsafe
aggressively
search.
disabled. Yeah.
I like how the first two things are what conditions or disorders affect the peritoneum,
Okay.
and how do I know if something is wrong with my peritoneum?
Feels like you would know, but maybe not.
I want to
And
pronounce.
I think I know what it is.
I want to pronounce it peritonium, like plutonium, so that it's like dangerous.
No, isn't it the lining of the stomach?
Oh, I would assume it's like just like near the. I don't know.
I don't
I'm
know.
not up on my etymology here, unfortunately.
The peritoneum is the serous membrane forming the lining of the abdominal cavity, or coleum, in amniotes and some invertebrates such as annelids.
Okay, good to know. But you're
I
right.
have
yeah,
an arts degree.
It's your
and a
guts
minor
there.
in history. Don't. It's your
Neither of those help me with body parts and
So it's not the lining of the stomach, it's the lining of the...
I did not take classics. Classics would have given me Latin, which would
That's
have let
true,
me
which would have been
understand
very useful.
this. Nonsense.
It's so cute.
Y'all have cute emotes.
Yeah. Love those.
Shall we get started now that we're 20 minutes in?
I
God,
love a lip
yeah.
party, yeah. Totally.
I did end the recap, didn't I? We
Yeah.
haven't been muted this entire
Correct.
Can you imagine if people are just not telling you?
We aren't CPS, so the recap has been disabled.
Right.
Or black and white or whatever it is.
Used to be that when I would schedule times to play, it would have to be that everyone's there or the game doesn't happen. Now we've proven over the years, over the many years that we've been doing this, that we don't necessarily have to have everybody. We've also proven that when you only have 4 people in the group, it's a lot easier to get everybody together compared to if you have 6 or 8, 10. Don't get how some of these people do it or why some of these people do it, but we continue. The thing is that when somebody's gone, their absence deserves to be felt, even if you're still going to be able to get accomplished everything that you need to accomplish in that day. And in much the same way, for today, I want you to note absences, their meanings, their importances. Troyan left.
Beep beep.
Not even on the screen anymore.
Damn. Oh no, our car! How are we gonna get anywhere? I'm kidding. I'm just joking. The Metro Pass!
No, someone will copy your Opus Pass.
By looking at the microchip, I specifically did not put number side forward.
Can you imagine?
However, the two of you have remained behind. Where are you?
The plan was, after the challenge, from To the Moon to Apotheosis 4 downstream, the plan was to visit Dew. Well, we had a couple of meetings lined up, important ones. Dew wanted to see us after dark. And then Alice wanted to see us.
I wanted
The
to
next
see Alice
day.
after midnight.
Okay, yeah, oh, right. Yes. And it would seem that things are at a relatively somewhat stable thing here at downstream. I mean, Apotheosis is pretty fucked up. But nothing that can't be like aggravated damage, aggravated wounds, but not
You aren't necessarily convinced.
still
Dying.
I
Absolutely dying.
really hope someone would have been like,
People have said that she's going to be okay. You may not necessarily fully believe that, but Apotheosis herself doesn't seem to be worried.
But yes, Apotheosis is very fucked up.
thanks, Macris. That's real useful. Oh boy. But I think the plan was to go back to Mount Royal to meet with Dew, and then at some
At least later.
Alice,
later that
yeah.
day, yeah.
I mean, you definitely have that right.
Oh, thanks.
We're not gonna. We'll just leave the microphone where it is. Do you just want to skip forward to that time? Is there anything else you need to accomplish? Are you dragging Zach along with you, or are you leaving him at downstream?
I leave that option to him.
That's a great question.
He wasn't invited.
That's fine.
Yeah.
He's a cub. He needs to learn the ways of things. So I invite Zach to follow us or not.
Yeah. And in fact, certainly Dante would be willing to like put forward the notion of a new cub should be allowed to come into this cairn and see this place, but that will of course come down to the Guardian.
Now, it is true that Zach has sworn no allegiance to any cairn. In fact, Zach has also sworn no allegiance to any patrons, so is not currently a member of a tribe.
And in fact, probably doesn't even know what that means, really.
Yeah. He's learning.
A widow pupples.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be a woo. I'll fight for Gaia and make sure she's okay.
There.
For now on, forever. When will I wage?
You wage when you get a job.
Hey! Get a job, kid! It's very good.
They know that.
So cute. Weirdness. Okay. But that is the plan. We are going to bring Zach to the Cairn of the Weathered Storm and hope he doesn't have to just sit
he
out in
wants
the
to join
dark.
us.
Yes, of course. He's a human being and should decide for himself if he doesn't want to come with us. That is.
You're not quite a human being.
Sure, that's fair. Sure. He has his own.
I'm a human doing. And now I'm a human going.
Guy.
Zach shrugs. Sure. If you think it's the best way for me to learn.
I mean, we're throwing a lot at you, and a lot is going on. You're welcome to join us. You're welcome to decompress.
Is everything always so violent all the time?
No.
Any percent kind of goes,
Dante also doesn't really look convinced. Like,
Not all the time. We don't always have 24 soldiers and the next day a challenge with lots of blood and violence. But there's frequently violence.
Mm-hmm. You're right. It's true. They're creatures that our anger fuels us. This is the work that we do, and it's how we make sure that we can keep going. Sometimes that kind of work, sometimes that kind of work is tough.
DJ Quiver, are you saying that in that the music itself is like
I was just
bad?
Message. So if it sometimes Twitch gets weird with how it delivers sound, and it makes tracks seem like they are warbling and garbled, and it's not the case. It's just Twitch, and you should refresh.
Okay.
So I would encourage you to refresh. If it's still doing that and it's distracting, let us know.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you.
Zach's hungry and suggests that you swing by a Belle Pro, a La Belle Province, which is a restaurant that deals exclusively in
Lots of like
things that are not
stuff,
good for
right?
you.
Yeah.
Hot dogs, hamburgers, french fries,
Teens.
smoked meat sandwiches.
Smoked meat sandwiches, yeah. That's a good idea. There is one certainly like on the way. Right down near the Quartier du Spectacle, right near the mountain.
Yeah.
That's where we go.
He peppers you with questions all throughout dinner. I'm not going to bother getting into it because a lot of it's very basic stuff. Like, so are we affected by wolfsbane? And what happens when it's a full moon? Which is actually quite soon. Which, of course, the answer is...
Nighttime is mildly brighter if it isn't too cloudy.
That's a true point, but nothing. In terms of the legends, some of us awakened is the wrong word. Some of us...
That's a
Yeah,
Mage
that's
the Awakening.
incorrect.
It's a...
I mean, I'm still going to use it, but... Some of us find that the phases of the moon affect us more. I'm of the opinion that those are maybe bits of superstition and legend that make their way into the soul of the guru. But it's a very real effect. But not for all of us. In fact, not for most of us.
No.
Just gonna throw up your stats here. All clean. Everything's fine. Your rage is at 2. Does that seem appropriate for you?
Yeah. Nice.
When night falls, which being October falls, sooner than July, but not nearly as bad as it is right now. There's the first sort of hint of chill in the air that maybe this very warm fall won't last for much longer, and that the temperature may float back down, even though since you remember, seasons have felt a little different. Winter is a bit warmer, summer is a bit warmer. There isn't as much snow, but a lot more ice, slush. But the mountain is still open. The mountain, it somehow always seems to be open. And it isn't difficult to get back to the cairn. But when you arrive, Juan is no longer the one who is standing guard. It's Sky. She lifts a hand to the two of you and then looks very pointedly at Zach.
Zach, Sky, Zach.
Very recently underwent his first change. A new warrior of Gaia. A Galliard, but has not yet sworn to a patron.
Here to learn.
Here to learn, exactly. And we believe best way is by doing, by meeting, by seeing the paths that we all tread.
She nods.
Okay.
Seems satisfied. To her, obviously, it's a little more important than to some of the other guru who may be in and around. Seeing as how it is still one of the tenets, which is that you are to respect the territory of another, which includes you need to announce yourself when you arrive. But seeing as how he doesn't have a patron spirit, and in fact doesn't really have much to say at all about who he is, he's not like hiding behind the two of you. He's standing next to you, but his body language is definitely more reserved. Somebody who isn't still feeling comfortable with what's going on or where or why. So there's still that sort of hesitance, and Sky notices this. And she doesn't smile, but her tone relaxes. Her hands sort of move more away from her body and away from the sheath that is still strapped to her thigh, but now no longer has a weapon inside it.
I don't think Dante would be able to not kind of notice this.
To not look at Sky's thighs.
Sky thigh boots. What? Yeah. But he's not going to comment. And I want to just mention as well, John, I feel like certainly, unless the situation calls for like incredible extreme focus, Dante would want to be keeping an eye on Zach. Just trying to gauge a little bit his mood, whether that shifts in terms of if he's becoming more intimidated by someone or more interested. Just to...
All right, well, why don't you give me a winsight
About that.
just to have that
Do I have insight? Nope.
under control.
I really should buy some, hey? I feel like that's something I should have.
Some awareness of what other people are doing socially.
Yeah. Oh my god! I'm taking I'm re-rolling my dice. Isn't that wild? I got one success. One success.
I'll tell you if he starts crying.
Thanks! That would be great.
Do you have anything that you want to be on the lookout for? Or
I don't know why I'm suddenly yawning. I'm not bored by this, I promise. My body's
Lights
just doing things. Yeah.
oxygen?
Yeah.
Scott, you could
Keeping-
literally buy a dot of insight right now if you wanted to. You didn't spend any experience. It
That's correct.
would cost you 3 XP.
Should I?
Maybe not. Anyway.
I mean, Aragorn already told you to get hell.
hell, you can't!
Yeah, exactly. You went to hell, so he can't.
I'll make my way out of there soon.
Looking for any sign of anyone else approaching from anywhere. Basically, keeping eyes open.
That's an awareness roll. That'll be wits awareness.
To range.
Awareness. To range.
A witsness?
A witness? That's pretty good. I like that.
A witness.
Bear witsness.
Bear witness to me.
3 successes.
I mean, it doesn't seem like anybody's sneaking up on you at this point in time. It's good to see you. You mentioned you might be coming by.
There's been some pretty big shifts in this last 24 hours. Things are getting more complicated and...
More complicated? Why more complicated?
Well, things are becoming more clear to us, I should say, and revealing some of the situation at hand. I think it's probably for Dew to talk to us about.
I understand. I heard about the challenge. Was it resolved?
Was?
Who entered downstream?
Jennifer Slade.
There's definitely a eyebrow raising moment from Sky.
A win is a win.
Why did the quiet hand enter downstream?
Well, while there was certainly deception involved, and it is not my story to tell, there was some deception involved. But
Goading.
Goading.
I would
perhaps.
say it's goading more than deception.
That's
A gift was used. You did recognize a
Okay.
gift being used.
as well.
You
as
did.
well as. Oh, yeah, that's true.
So
But
the
goading
Macris is
is
just
pretty
like,
good, yeah.
no. She was just goaded.
However,
Wikui in service of Gaia.
However, I also believe that part of the reason she entered was to cause harm.
What sort of harm would someone cause in the middle of a cairn?
Macris's eyes go straight to the thigh.
She looks down.
Hurting fellow groom.
You're saying that she took my knife, my clave.
She had one.
Took, borrowed.
Huge dots hang in the air as no other words are uttered. Yeah, I'm there.
It looks like she has something that she really wants to say, and then she glances at Zach, and Zach is like, you know.
Oh, hi.
Gaia has not lost any warriors this night.
No. Not yet.
Macris does not hold back her laughter.
Oh.
It might be wise to take the cub further in.
That's where we're going. Sky, we've told you as much of the story as we know, but there may be more. That's all I want to say.
If there may be more, I would like to hear it.
You know who to ask.
Your pack has no galliard.
No.
Do I have to wait for the whispered word of a spirit before I hear from you again, Dante?
I hope not.
Then why not tell me now?
I simply mean that if there is more story to tell, it's not ours to share. I don't know what passed between Apotheosis and the Quiet Hand. I couldn't tell you.
You did not witness?
No.
We witnessed the
We witnessed-
threshold being crossed from afar.
We did not witness what happened before.
You absolutely did witness certain things that you are not saying.
That's true. Leaving the cairn. It's a good
So
point.
we're going to see whether she notices that or not.
Okay.
I'm going to have... she's paying attention to Dante right now. I'm going to have you roll your manipulation subterfuge.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not trying to conceal things. I'm just not remembering to mention
Oh,
things.
I don't...
Yeah.
She's not going to accuse him of lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's trying to figure out whether there's more to his story.
That's fair.
Oh, dice. I'm trading you guys out. Yeah, I'm paying these 2 dice.
Are you re-rolling?
Yeah. I have lots of willpower. Okay. 2 successes.
4 successes.
You wasted your minute.
She is a Philodox.
That is fair.
It's kind of her thing.
That's what you do. It's my thing.
You did not witness it all. And then she glances at Zach, who is looking kind of like doing a very poor job of concealing anything. Macris, may I ask a favor? Would you take him into the circle Dante will be joining you shortly.
All right.
He nods.
Macris heads towards the bond with that
Through the bond. You're in
Through
the
the
bond.
bond, right.
So,
So, yeah.
in a cairn, the bond,
Bond
is
is
the
the
area surrounding the cairn.
moat. Yeah. Through the bond to the cairn.
Zach,
And home move forward, dark.
is there a thing that I should know about?
Can you be more specific than thing?
Well, Sky.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty name. Why is she sending us ahead? Is Dante in trouble?
No, I think she wants to ask Dante something more and wants to ask it in private, and Dante seemed okay with it. So I trust him.
Your first mistake.
Do you trust her?
Largely, yes. I have no overt reason to distrust. And there's also always the gauging of consequences of if Sky means Dante harm and then acts on that, what would happen? What would those consequences be? And what would all those dominoes become?
It sounds exhausting. To have to think about it all the time.
It becomes second nature. And you will find where your mind goes in these situations and where your strengths lie. You'll play to those strengths. And you'll probably someday make friends amongst our society and work together, sharing your strengths to support those with weaknesses in those same places.
It sounds like a very calculated way of looking at the world.
That's my way. And I don't know how calculated it is. Not so mathy.
Dante,
Mm-hmm.
what happened?
I only know what I saw.
Then tell me what you saw.
Jennifer Slade was seen striding away from here. Apotheosis claims to have messaged her something. Arrived at downstream. A battle. The knife. And then Apotheosis brought her into the cairn.
Slade used a clave on Apotheosis.
And didn't seem averse to trying again. Now that's a personal opinion. That's not fact.
That's a mortal insult.
I think she's not here. She could tear my head off if she wanted to.
My clave tasted the blood of Apotheosis.
It did.
And yet Apotheosis survives. And still holds downstream.
She won the challenge. And put the quiet hand in her place. Dante says that in like a...
Oh.
Power. Threats. A show of force so strong that she could not deny it. Like I said, Sky, there are things happening here that I don't understand, and that is why we're visiting Dew tonight.
You bring a cub. I come with news from downstream, from a challenge that your pack initiated.
Mm-hmm.
You seem to be drawn to tying together the fates of these two septs.
We can all only do what we believe is right. However, I believe that the fate of all Guru are intertwined already, and it is foolish to try to separate them. The threads of fate cannot be cut so easily.
I'm not arguing with you. Looks Dante up and down. Okay. I hope you find what you seek.
May I tell you something else that happened during the challenge? You were not here. Juan was...
2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Juan was...
Hello.
Yeah, that would be great, Eriquin. It's just a big, like... The wolf head with, like, 2 claws, but one of them's holding, like, a computer chip, and one of them's holding, like, a rock.
One island, one city.
Yeah!
That was the slogan when all the little boroughs of the island were forced to merge into one municipal body. And then they broke apart because it wasn't so great for everyone.
That's it.
The whole snafu on the city.
I, of course, didn't
You
grow up here, so I don't actually know.
Post-merge, demerge, but yeah.
But there's, it's hilarious to me because, like, Ottawa also, like, was several municipalities that merged, and now it's the greater city of Ottawa. But Montreal was like, we're going to be one city! And then a bunch of the boroughs were like, no. Like a partial demerger.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Well, also a lot of them, their budget was going to be rolled in. They're like,
Oh my God,
so they bought
absolutely
big signs saying "Welcome to borough name" and spent the last of their budget labeling their borough names. It was
so
the whole
petty.
thing.
That's so petty.
Yeah, it was. So
Hi, sorry.
one island, one Karen.
One island. Yeah.
No.
No, hang on, wait.
One pack.
Yeah, wait. Juan was guarding the bond and was very averse to letting To the Moon in. Understandably so. There is...
Yes, To the Moon is not welcome here.
Correct. Juan seemed to be acting very out of character, very aggressive, very unwelcoming, perhaps. And, as you say, To the Moon was not welcome here. Again, this is not a fact. This is just something that I saw, that we saw, Macris, Troyan, and I. I think it bears mentioning. I am not trying to come between any members of this place. I just want to bring the truth to light. Whatever it is.
Seems lost in thought for a moment, and then... Okay. She's asleep right now. Do I need to wake her? This concerns you. This shift in attitude.
As if she were being influenced by someone.
We're all influenced.
Influenced to act against her nature.
Again, I'll look up and down. Okay.
Have the tendency to see things that may not, in fact, be there. Recognize this as something that can be a strength or a weakness.
You walk as the crescent moons walk.
And so, I say what I see, and I leave it to others to decide what that means for them as well.
It is among your better characteristics.
Burn, yeah.
Burn?
It's sort of it's a compliment, but it's sort of a backhanded one.
Back?
I should follow Macris and
You don't wish for me to understand you?
No, it's not that I don't wish to. It's not that. It's
Speak plainly.
saying that something is among my better traits implies that I have many worse traits.
No.
Oh,
It implies that you have better traits.
then we understand each other.
Apparently not. But you can go.
Thank you, Sky.
She watches you leave.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. I'm crossing.
Feel
The
her
ball.
eyes on your back as you head further in.
Macris and Zach. Mac and Zach. Mac and Zach attack. Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
Now I regret not getting mac and cheese. Damn
Damn it. I can't.
it.
We have some.
Yes.
We can make it right now.
We even have cheddar. Oh.
Well, no, come on.
Baby.
Macris backflips out of the. Okay.
As you enter the circle, Macris, you see that Cleaves the Lie is sitting on a log alongside Guy Boucher.
Oh, hey.
So Guy Boucher is Ghost of a Chance. He's the Black Fury.
Mm-hmm.
He had a scene with.
Help Troyan get the
Troyan.
bar.
Yes, but
We weren't there.
I'm not. I wonder if she even mentioned his name potentially.
I think she just said I'm meeting someone or I
meeting
have something
someone,
to
yeah.
do or
Okay.
whatever. So no, I don't
We
think
do
so.
not know this guy.
But I believe we both know, and Macris definitely would know that he was involved with Troyan
Yes,
becoming the bar
that
owner.
makes sense to
So
me as like a point of contact.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. That's good.
Visitors. A new visitor. Cleaves the Lie shifts forward, nods, and Guy nods, stands up. A slight little smirk and a nod to Macris and to Zach. And then he melts away into the trees.
Bye. Macris sort of gestures towards Zach. I keep introducing you, but like I don't want to treat you.
You are a recognized guru. He's not. It is acceptable for you to speak for him at this time, until he is asked directly.
Zach, me, Cleaves the Lie. The leader of the Cairn. What? I feel like there's a term that's escaped my brain.
Elder.
Elder of the Cairn. That's fair. Yeah.
I'm glad to see you. I have a few questions.
Macris sits down on one of the. There's like logs and rocks
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
The thing like a log, but it's propped between stones so that
Yeah.
it won't roll around and like crush your legs while you sit down. You're like, oh my, call it in. There's been an accident.
Go backwards down the mountain.
Nice.
Yeah. Mountain.
It's a big.
Yeah, Macris perches with her knees, kind of tall because she is tall.
Love that.
Yeah.
You've decided to meddle,
Yep.
haven't you?
Can't leave well enough alone. I know sometimes we just hide in the shadows and sneak around and things, but that's not my jam.
You seek to challenge my ways.
It's not personal.
I'm not taking it as such. And yet you challenge still.
Something happened that no one will talk about. Everyone hates each other, and groups like Project Twilight are able to mobilize 24 soldiers at way too short notice to try to capture this one. She gestures towards Zach.
What makes him so valuable?
He's one of us,
I would assume if you brought him this close in.
freshly changed.
That changes things.
They found him too fast. They've gotten too close. And if all we do is go at each other's throats, we won't have time to watch our own backs.
I'm not at your throat.
No,
You're still welcome here.
and I appreciate that.
Dew told me that he would be meeting with you tonight. Are Are you intending to listen to him?
Well, best to listen to whoever, as long as I have the patience to.
Dew is a storyteller. He has the flair of a storyteller. And there are times where he believes his own stories once he's told them often enough. I just ask that you keep your mind clear when you are trying to understand the meanings behind his tales.
That's an implication.
It is a fact. I am implying nothing. I am telling you.
That his recollection may have been self-influenced.
Yes.
How's your recollection these days?
Fair point. But a smart mouth will only get you so far here, New Moon. Nods again. Stands up. The name that Dusk gave you. You have not chosen to use it.
It's growing on me.
I can see why.
The reasons behind it are dawning on me. She looks very closely at Cleosalon
Oh, hang on.
and looks to see if there's any reaction.
Okay. I'm gonna need
That's what I am talking about.
manipulation etiquette, please.
Oh no.
But I mean,
Oh no.
this is how Ragabash gets shit done. Like, I'm here for it.
Brutal outcome is
One
two
or two?
Two of them though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not a brutal outcome, so I will spend willpower to reroll this. But I could get Brudskis. My dice say no. My dice still say no successes.
Oh, no. Okay. I couldn't quite see the other die. I
Yeah.
saw one and I was like,
Oh no.
Do you know that when your words cut to the quick so easily that you are always armed? Then be prepared for others to meet you equally armed.
I expect no less.
He grins, and it's a little too wide. And then he indicates further on he's in the woods, waiting. And this is a...
oh yeah, I have
Show up.
opportunities for you. Who's the line?
Macris stands.
One would hope that you pay a visit to Goose before you leave.
We shall.
It would be good to pay respects.
Good move. Thank you. You do not wish to join us for what Dew has to say? The stories he is going to tell?
I have heard stories. I do not need to hear them any longer.
I understand. There's perhaps only so much meaning that can be wrung out of a tale.
I have other matters to attend to. Can I get an insight
Yeah.
from both of you?
What the hell's going
Wits
on?
insight?
Wits insight?
Yep.
Yeah, what
Actually,
the
no.
fuck's going on?
Composure insight, please.
Oh no.
Oh,
Making it worse.
Making it better for me. Yeah.
One success.
2 successes.
So you were present. He's glancing towards the trees for where he has apparently sent Guy off.
Mm-mm.
For you, there's an undercurrent that he is annoyed, possibly even enraged by something, and he's just doing a very good job at holding it, but it isn't based on what the conversation he just had with Macris.
Interesting. Like he's carrying.
Yeah, he's not. The rage is not directed to Macris.
Good. So good. Okay. Dante, recognizing this, goes, "Yep, I think it's time for us to,
Yep.
Nods politely.
Thank you, Elder. I appreciate your allowing me here in your home.
Karen.
Good enough."
Macris does nod with respect to him before departing.
Dante cuts to the quick. And he gets up and he strolls with his hands buried deep into the pockets of his jacket out of the circle.
You good? Cuts to the quick.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't get to choose whether or not that name is spread for me. But such is the way of things.
We always have a choice. I certainly will never refer to you as that unless you want to. I mean, maybe as a joke or something. But then you... Well, then you'll...
But is that like a nickname?
Kind of.
Yeah, I think Dante will kind of...
Types real fast. There we go. You think about if you want that as a response, and you think about when you want to call me that.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll earn a actual deed name.
Burn. Hey, roasted. And then just Sky just being we didn't see eye to eye. We didn't understand each other for a moment. It's fine. Nothing. That's not sinister. Not sinister. There's like a lot of like vehement. What the hell?
Further in.
Yep, we're going. I think yeah, the mention of the word or the term deed name will have Dante kind of express to Zach just briefly like we take our own names, we can we can do we're all friends. That's nice. I like that. But yeah, he'll sort of very briefly explain like to Zach the idea that we can take our own names. Sometimes you earn a name by doing a deed, and it is spread for you. And as we're headed deeper into the woods.
Well, I don't know. It seems kind of badass,
right? It can be.
Looks at Macris with a newfound respect.
As I would think you maybe sensed, I'm walking a very fine line.
Between what?
Being a smartass and getting my throat ripped out.
Don't get your throat ripped out.
I don't plan to.
Further on into the woods, a rather large wolf, dark in colors, is lying down close to a tree, tongue lolling out as if maybe he'd just been exercising or is overheated.
I think, I don't think we would necessarily recognize all of the members of the Cairn, but we're expecting Dew here. Approach.
You do know that there's only 2 Wolfborn.
Right here, as part of this community.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
One of them is Sky, and this is not Sky.
Correct. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
June's guy.
Not like.
And Gil is correct. You did see Dew in the
in the yeah.
Great. Is this the end?
Then there you go.
Great.
There's a nod and greeting and a smile as we approach.
As Dew assumes Hamid, Zach kind of watches fascinated, but also a little bit like, ugh. You've brought a friend.
If that's all right.
And nothing I'm going to tell you tonight is a secret. Does that disappoint you?
No. Just that everything seems to have been kept secret for so long. It would be surprising to me if there weren't some form of secrecy mixed in.
There's a difference between a secret and a tale not worth telling.
True.
There is a difference between a secret and a tale so old it bears not repeating. And a difference between a secret and a tale painful enough that one does not wish to talk about it.
Yep.
You may not know, in the course of the challenge at Downstream, in the wake of it, and Dante averts his eyes to sort of so that he doesn't have to say the name Apotheosis like to his face, because
It's respectful.
well, and he's really not sure what everything's real shaky now, you know. Apotheosis won the challenge, and she told us some of what we need to know. Simply want you to know that she has given us some information, some history, some story, if you will.
Step out with me into the clearing. We tell this story under the light of the gibbous moon.
Ellie.
I understand you are a Galliard as well, young one. There's still just this who's this?
Wolfman, yeah.
In the aftermath of the attack on this place, it was clear that one of us had chosen not to remain here and fight, had left.
I see.
Normally, this would be a sign of cowardice, betrayal, both terrible crimes. But an appeal was made. An appeal by Cleves the Lie, stating that there would be no punishment if we could not prove the crime. And yet, there was a burning need for justice at that time. We had lost. We did not know whether or not the danger had passed. And there needed to be a moment of reconciliation. One that was impossible. Dawn died in the attack. Apotheosis remained afterwards. Dawn was always inquisitive. Even growing up, there was a sense that she was always looking beyond what the normal solution could be. Except, growing up, there was no other solution. It was the way that we would follow. We hunt as we always had. We sleep and we rut and we eat as we always had. I was the first to change. 2 others in my litter did as well. We have no understanding as to why we were so blessed. But where I found comfort in the ways of Guru, and where Dusk found comfort in searching far and wide for how things are done, Dawn always sought to find new ways. Ways that had not been done by anyone. What a marvelous thing. Wonderful way to be. Amazing, really, that she wasn't born under your moon. But it isn't as if she was questioning our ways, merely thinking that there were ways to grow, to move past, to move forward, to take ways that existed and then manipulate and change and apply them differently. Her smile when she found something new. It made me think of her name as appropriate. And one thing I should point out to both of you is that Apotheosis doesn't really smile.
Yeah.
Not that often, and I'm actually not entirely sure if she ever has in your presence.
It's possible. Is there a sense, as the story is unfolding, as Dew is kind of like moving back into it, I get, I get the sense that he's proud of Dawn. Is there a sense that he's maybe also then ashamed of his own way of doing things? There's no like shame mixed in here.
You don't see any evidence of shame.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
Zach, however, is like, what is he talking? Did they have hippie parents?
I had already touched on Wolfborn.
Oh yeah, we'll reiterate to him though briefly, just like we'll lean over.
Yeah.
But Dew seems amused by this. Wolves don't really use names in the same manner as humans or Guru do. But we have sensations that we assign. The feeling of something that we are used to can sometimes be familiar to another wolf. I miss my sister. I mourn her. But there are sometimes where seeking new ways is only going to bring more harm than good. I do not know what possessed her to leave this cairn. And yet she remains proud to be Guru. She maintains innocence. And if it were not Cleves the Lie and his interference, surely she would be dead.
It would be hard to know what possessed her without knowing what happened that night. You know this. Everyone knows this. I understand the need for justice, and knowing some of the story now, it feels appropriate. Dawn was your sister, and Apotheosis is not.
My sister is dead.
You don't recognize any of her in person.
My sister tragically died so that Apotheosis could live. Or else for her betrayal, surely she would have been put to death. Hounded with silver underneath her feet until run down and destroyed. It is the single thing that I have disagreed with Cleaves the Lie most.
I,
You would have had her die?
I would have killed her myself. To leave a cairn in the middle of an attack, and to refuse to help. Ye shall take no action that causes a cairn to be violated. If there is any tenet of the litany that anyone would pay any attention to, it must be this one.
Was it an action or was it inaction?
Does it matter?
Those are two different verbs.
The litany doesn't care about semantics in that way.
Doesn't it?
Zach is like, yeah, and then realizes that if he opens his mouth, he could fucking die.
there's like a,
We know
You do
that
not?
Dawn left and that Apotheosis arrived at Downstream. And we know that Apotheosis stayed. There would be no reason, even if Dawn was seeking help elsewhere, why would she not return? Why would she not do everything in her power?
Deal with the devil. Keep you all alive. Want to check a proper term before I use it?
Sure. You can ask also, I'm happy to.
One of your theurges doesn't speak every second day for some deal with some spirit. Is it not out of the realm of possibility that whatever it is she didn't do was for the best?
There are times that I think that Cleaves the Lie took his action believing you. Believing that there must have been some other reason, and that still does mean that Dawn died that day.
Yes.
Apotheosis has not returned. Has never tried. It was surprising to see To the Moon on the Bon, but not unheard of. That Apotheosis even dared to approach the mountain.
To the Moon will do anything for what they believe they should do. I believe that quite strongly. Apotheosis is got a bit. She thinks things through a little more.
When you compliment Apotheosis like that,
Yeah.
like it saddens him. Not like I'm sad that you're saying nice things about a person I hate, but there's sadness there.
I think it's important that you know what we intend to do.
What do you intend?
We intend to lift the veil. This strange... That's a thing. That's a specific term.
Yeah.
My bad.
Is that what you intend?
No.
Okay.
But because I...
The veil is the thing that protects Garou from humanity.
Can you imagine if I was just like, we're gonna lift the veil?
Very much,
Sorry,
very
really bad.
specifically, I want to make sure that you understand that you are saying this because one of the tenets of the litany is literally, the veil shall not be lifted.
Can you imagine? Holy shit.
So I'm giving you the option
Draw
of
the
changing
curtain.
your words
Thank you,
here.
everyone.
Yeah. Thank you. I will. I'm gonna make a note of that, and I'm gonna because I like the word, but obviously it has
I
its own
understand that, like,
connotation.
it's just you said we're going to lift
Lift
the
the
veil,
veil.
and I was like,
Wait.
okay, and so
Okay,
we're in
Dante's
combat.
dead.
and-
John jumped in soon enough that Kung Fu Fenris only put a lot of
My
ellipses
God.
rather than... Yeah.
All right. We intend to undo whatever has been done to you and to this place, to your memories, to your minds of that night. We intend to do that so that we can expose and understand the truth. Would you stand in the way of that? Will you stand in the way of that?
It depends on what you do.
That's fair. That is fair.
Do anything that could put this Cairn in danger. And yes, I will. Do anything that will break the litany, and I will stop you.
Our pack is not bound by tradition.
I know. And I am not killing you here and now as a result. But if you begin to act against the litany, even if you believe that it is in the interest of those at this cairn, understand that you are acting against what this cairn stands for. And that I will not abide.
I hear you.
And then Zach goes, "Hey!"
Macris looks
I
back.
definitely, Dante's like, okay.
You're threatening him?
It's fine.
No, I understand. I understand if that's a
hourly
thing that we do and that we just fight because we do it. He's trying to help you. They're trying to help you. Because you can't even remember what happened. Dew's eyebrows just go...
Hmm?
Not so uninformed. You'd better be fair to them. I don't know what this litany is, and I'm not sure what rules there are. But their motives matter.
The road to hell is paved with fucking shit.
The road to hell is paved with fucking
good
shit.
intentions.
Good in shit.
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
He asked if I would stop him, and I gave him my conditions. We've tried. Obviously, we've failed. And I am not against someone trying still. You are drawing notice. Perhaps you are exceptional enough to figure out why we cannot remember.
We only want to try. As you have.
Thieves the Lie has given the instruction that you are to be allowed access, even to the Cairn's Guardian. To have such a position without even being members of the Sept, that is exceptional. To have that even knowing that you frequent downstream as often as you do, that is a decision that some find unpopular. But Cleaves the Lie has said, and therefore it shall be done. We submit to those of higher station.
And since we're always at war, you can never challenge him.
What? Hold on.
Aren't we always at war for Gaia? Against the worm, against...
That sounds like the words of someone who does not quite understand the litany.
semantics.
We are not always at war. It is not always wartime.
So you do understand.
There's a pause. And then he throws his head back and he laughs. And he sits on the ground, And the moon is still shining here, although the light pollution from the city is, a thing. And so their stars aren't as visible as you might have hoped. You're right. You're right.
We don't hate the litany. We just know that there are more ways of reading it. That, perhaps much like your lost sister, we are interested in finding different ways of interpreting, different ways of approaching problems. Perhaps that too will get us banished someday. But right now we have been granted access to...
I think it's because Cleaves the Lie understands that we need you. We have one chance. And it seems to be those who are from outside the sept. There are 2 Ragabash among our number, but both of them cannot remember what occurred during the attack. Our Theurges have difficulty even speaking with Goose. One has been forbidden. The other finds it difficult to even try. We're fractured. We are not strong, and we would not survive another attack.
Yeah. Macris is about to say 3, but then switches to 4 new friends.
Zach looks around. Where's the 4th?
What a dumbass. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't say that out loud. No.
Whatever happens, just know. I appreciate what you're trying to do.
And we appreciate what you are doing, what you are living, what you live for, and what you find solace in. We do.
Yeah. Like there's like the nodding is like, yeah, okay, fine. Dante's right. I wouldn't admit it, but
we
yeah.
do, okay.
The strange thing is that Apotheosis chose to use her name. She was never formally met to be given her sentence. None of us have spoken to her. Her presence at the moot, that was Sky. Sky insisted.
It was a matter for all of us.
And he was allied with Downstream.
Mm-hmm.
It was very possible that even the sight of Apotheosis would cause any number of problems. Those of the Cairn of the Weathered Storm.
To be fair, your Cairn was less implicated in that decision. If one Cairn was going to get the right to participate, it would be the one to whom he belonged.
They were involved. Certainly.
Invited, welcome. But if they started shit...
I mention this because I wish for you to know that Sky seems to be on your side. Not all of us are.
Mind you, all remember that you don't own everyone. Being at the city's heart doesn't give you eminence over the whole domain.
You're right, but be cautious. Apotheosis is a dividing figure. And if she is brought here, I do not know what will happen.
Thanks for telling me how to crack the egg open if I need it done quick.
He laughs again. Above all else, Dew seems to have a good sense of humor.
Just going for gold today. Holy shit.
But I'm going to ask you if you need a break.
I would take
Sure.
2 minutes, yeah. Or a couple.
5.
A few. That's the
I think minimum 3 because that's how many we need to stave off the pre-rolls.
Yeah.
Do you need anything from the outside world or want?
9. If you're not subscribed, you're about to see some ads. We don't want to show you ads. We don't benefit from showing you ads, other than we hope that it won't interrupt game at an inopportune time.
All right, I'm off. Nice. All right. This out of here.
Look at these emotes that Aragorn's throwing
I
at.
know, they're so cute.
Do I have access to these emotes? Oh, I'm not signed in as me. Ha! I am subscribed to Aragorn's channel, but RPGClinic itself subscribes to no one. Mostly because we just don't know how to deal with that shit. I'm going to throw out a question for people who are there right now. Out of curiosity, if there was something that you wanted to see produced by us, like an actual thing, a physical object, what would it be? Like, what kind of merch would you want to see? Even if you yourself wasn't necessarily going to buy it, what would you be interested in seeing? Just out of curiosity. Your developer went AWOL going to Antarctica. Huh? An interesting question. Oh, I'm being DM'd a question. Why Antarctica, of all places? And I'm not the one signed in. Let's change that. A base cap. Randy, I'm not sure what a base cap is. 15-year marriage celebration in Antarctica. I mean, all right. I mean, mouse pads we've done, but only for ourselves.
Yeah. You have one at your desk.
I mean,
right?
I have...
This big. This.
I have mine.
Yeah.
We've only got this, and then on the back of the little safety cards, on the back of the thing, tote bags featuring totes. Is totes still relevant? I mean, we still even have. This is in fact a bag. This was a test that I made for a playmat. And a playmat's actually what I have right now underneath my desk. If I was going to do another one, I might want to get a big one.
A good desk mat.
Yeah, like a proper desk mat. Clean this, and then I have this, this is the mouse pad that we have. It's nice. I mean, it's got the stitched edging and stuff like that.
Torch.
That's over at my PC.
Captain Splooey coming up with great merch ideas here. Horrible, great merch ideas. It comes with a detachable mic, Captain Splooey, so you can like have just like a John being like, oh, or a John with like, oh, and then like a big microphone. I'm don't do it. Yay! Join us! Sorry, not us, Captain Splooey. Me. Join me.
I acknowledge your DM, Aragorn, but I'm not answering yet. I will answer afterwards.
Oh, getting crowded. Don't you mean Dante's Inferno?
Are we ready to keep going?
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Finally.
Now my task can be completed. No! Not while we're on stream! Ah!
I wouldn't actually want to do that.
No. It's going to get very damp and all.
Very expensive.
That's also true.
And it's also connected to a certain amount of 48 volts of phantom, or it's much more than a 9-volt battery.
It really is. Right. Aren't car batteries like 12 or something?
Voltage doesn't matter.
Right, yes.
Current
the amount
matters.
of
Amperage, yeah.
I tutored science for grade 10 for ages.
We're not tarnishing up and to the right. That's not happening. Let's keep going.
How dare you?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Are you continuing on? Are you...
I think Dew seems to have told us what he needed to say. We do want to find and speak with Alice, but we're near post midnight. We're nearer to the heart of the cairn. Not that we have to go there, but like I would want to travel into the Umbra to speak with Goose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we talked about these in a while. I think Dante and Macris would move a little distance off from Dew with Zach, and then do you want to come and visit Goose? And then turns to look at Zach. The spirit of this place. There are spirits everywhere, but some lay claim to certain parts of this world. Places of power, places of spiritual power. The guardian of this place is Goose.
Like a Canada goose?
Goose. Capital G, yeah. Everything has a spirit, Zach.
Downstream's his thinking engine.
Downstreams is
Less natural.
less natural, perhaps. And yet more in its own way. Not more, just the same, I should say. It does defies understanding. Are you okay, man? Zach, you look like you ate a lemon. You alright, buddy?
No, that'd be more.
Well, it's true. That's a good point. I love it. It's a baby. It seems strange. This is part of who we are. Not all gurus speak to spirits all the time. Obviously, there's an auspice, those born under the crescent moon, whose job, as it were. It is to speak with, deal with spirits. That's me. And a few others, some of whom you will meet.
What if I say something wrong? I mean, there's a difference between dealing with one of these people, but like a spirit?
This is just a personal opinion, and I think Macris is probably the one to ask, but I wouldn't say anything. Then, you can't say the wrong thing.
That is a fair tactic. One that I occasionally attempt and rarely succeed at.
Honestly, fair.
Composure 1.
And you're still alive? So they don't just kill you right away.
Generally, no.
Some might.
Oh, that...
Goose isn't the instant kill kind of spirit. It wouldn't necessarily leave you without a few bites.
I don't know. I've heard you never fuck with a goose.
You don't.
I wouldn't advise it.
Got any, I don't know, keys or anything on you, Zach?
He reaches into his pockets. He comes up with nothing. He has nothing.
Some lint, eh? Oh, fuck. He has nothing. Ooh. Okay. Cool. I'm just checking.
Where do we meet this goose?
That's the cool part. And under the light of the moon, Dante would like to perform the rite of shadow passage to make their way in. I think he's going to make it deliberately a little esoteric and weird for Zach, because this is probably his first rite that he's experienced.
Of course.
But are you doing it Glasswalker style? Or are you adapting it?
I am trying to adapt it because I am aware that there are many here at the Cairn of the Weather and Storm that are... Also, the very first time we came here, I was a little glasswalkery, and I'm trying not to, tread on too many toes at the moment.
Hey, it's your right.
It is.
R-I-T-E and R-I-G-H-T.
Woo!
Yeah, explaining the joke makes it better.
It does. All right. Dante is going to. So yes, essentially he's adapting it to be sort of less technologically based. He's going to start. That's what he's going to do. He's going to empty his pockets, which include quite a number of things. He has a little chain of 16 gig USB keys that he kind of uses as sort of like a quote unquote holy symbol. He's going to lay it out in a circle. Right? I know.
Needs to update that.
Well, that's why it's there.
Yeah.
He's essentially using all of the things in his pockets to create the circle that he will build bit by bit. And then he will ask...
A lot of keys in.
More keys as well. He's going to invite Macris and Zach to start creating a circle that becomes a spiral, moving closer and closer to the center to perform the rite of shadow passage.
Okay. You're assisting in this, right?
Yes.
So I will have you roll any of your renown alongside your occult. You'll gain 2 extra rage dice for this roll. Zach is helping.
Yeah, as he should. I think, yeah, okay. He said, what's the worst that can happen? I shouldn't say that out loud, eh? 5 successes.
No brutal outcome?
No brutal outcome. Thank goodness. I'm just double checking, but we're good. We're good. And no, I will not be re-rolling to try to get into one. Does ag if you brutal. I remembered.
That familiar tug, like somebody's reached and put a hook around your stomach and then pulled you through the gauntlet, which here is thin compared to other places. And you can see yourself again on the other side, in the Umbra. Immediately you feel the ground beneath you. Instead of it being cold and dense, hear dust once more. The wind, not quite howling, but ever present, sending little eddies across the ground. Zach is, eyes like dinner plates. But sitting on his haunches, a little off to the side, Fox watches you.
Dante will move, just like look, and then move towards Fox with some deference. Fox, we have come to see Goose. I did not bring you anything.
Are you sure? And Fox looks very distinctively at Zachary.
We have brought you, indeed, a cub. I was not expecting that to make a sound. What the fuck? It's so cute, though.
It is running out of battery.
It used to be like much more high pitched.
Yeah, much more.
It used to be, what the fox?
No,
Yeah.
And now it's,
I think it's funny.
I don't actually know if there's any way to get inside to change the battery. Cause
No, I think it's just silicone molded.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, shit.
So one day it will die.
Shit.
Do.
Unlike Fox. Newly changed.
Newly changed. Newly inducted.
In a way. He has not found a patron yet.
Patronless. Taking his time.
It's only been a day.
Quite the day.
Yeah, that is true.
I am fine with him taking his time to consider. Doesn't say much.
Playing it safe. It's already witnessed me running mine.
Safe. Why? You do not live a life of safety. That much is clear. That
Perhaps-
much is very clear.
Perhaps he is simply considering his words, as you say.
This I can appreciate.
And Dante turns to look over his shoulder at Zach, who...
Is resolutely keeping his mouth fucking
I did very specifically say.
stone shut.
Perhaps. Healing the mountain is taking time. Taking a lot of time. Time that we may not have.
Why? Are you worried?
There are threats.
Not from me.
No.
You do not need to explain the nature of time. The mountain cries out. This is not a problem that will solve itself in short order. One of you is gone
Yes.
to a place of pain in an attempt to find help for the mountain. You now have come here, another place of pain, to help the mountain. You risk much, and yet you do so carefully, considered. I am pleased to stay with you.
Thank you, Fa.
You have not been speaking with spirits often. For one such as yourself, this causes question.
Of late, I've been finding it challenging to speak with spirits. Not that I cannot, simply that
You are a bridge, Dante. Why do you remain closed?
bridge leads to and from somewhere specific. A bridge does not simply exist. It exists in a particular place and for a particular reason. I am going to find that reason. Today the bridge brought us here. Tomorrow might bring us somewhere else.
You will close the circuit. Is that not correct?
That is correct.
Huh. I am learning. Macris. If anyone asks for you to apologize for your greatest weapon, I will fight them.
Thank you, folks.
You do not speak out of turn. You speak when it is necessary, and you speak what is necessary.
Thank you for seeing that.
You have seen battle. There will be more. Perhaps the dryness in this ground is from blood that needs to be shed. I do not know. But when you visit Goose today, accept no lies. She hides. She doesn't need to. But I will remain here out of respect.
Thank you.
This one. Keep him safe.
We
That's
will.
the goal.
Zachary nods and then immediately is like, shit, should I have nodded?
Actually, I had to make up for it.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm gonna fucking die. Ah!
Fox. We will accept no lies from Goose. We will speak to her. You have been here on this mountain for a long time. Do you know of any reason why some of the warriors here may not remember Not because they don't choose to, but because they cannot.
You have answered your own question. It is not by choice. To believe that this has been done voluntarily. No. Why blind yourself to the enemy? There can be no sacrifice greater than that. And yet it would not protect the cairn. No. This was not by choice.
It's just such a... You say a place of pain, and it is. A place of...
But joy. There's so much joy to be had here, Dante. There's love, acceptance, laughter. They hide it from you, for you are not one of them. And yet they allow you this place.
Why would you not share those things that are joyous in life? Even with a stranger, a near stranger. Why would you hide?
To show weakness when you do not know who the enemy is.
Joy is not a weakness.
No.
Part of our strength.
When I hide in the bushes, if I begin to yelp, others will see me. A weakness. If I present myself to you and you are planning to trap me, a weakness. Joy is a weakness, but one that we can accept and exalt in. That cannot be ignored. Go. Goose is waiting.
With a bow of deference, Dante will lead the way forward, deep past Fox, deeper into the Umbra, towards...
What the hell did he mean by joy being a weakness? That's fucked up. This is when he thinks he's outside of Fox's earshot. Is he? Probably not.
Probably not, but he doesn't know that.
I think it's a good lesson in the fact that a spirit's perspective does not always align with our own. But that there's probably some wisdom in there for us to consider.
God, I just wanted to tell him to go fuck himself.
Don't do that.
The day that feeling joy is bad is a day I don't want to see.
I think that there's wisdom in being cautious as to when you allow yourself to express joy.
I'm with Zach, but I'm still going to think about it.
I can feel something here without someone else seeing it.
Yeah.
And off in the distance from where Fox is, you hear some laughter?
Yipping? Perhaps?
What does?
Say what you need to say.
A spirit talker refuting the words of a spirit.
Hey, I just listened to my my friend Macris. We listen, we consider their wisdom. They don't necessarily reflect what we think all the time.
But to dismiss it so quickly out of hand. This is why you're our friend.
And not because I saved your ass that one time.
You think I'm only your friend because you helped us out once?
No, I do not.
I think depending on the chronicle, that could very well be the
That's
answer.
actually a
But
good point, yeah. I was hoping you were going to ask me which time. I'd have to think about it really hard because,
Inciting incidents.
Oh, that, yeah. I guess.
there's that same hole in the ground. Do you remember?
A long time.
Been a while.
Dante remembers.
Since saw a goose in a hole.
It's a goose in a hole.
Honk. Approaching it, I feel like Dante wants to see if there's any like foliage he can collect to contribute to Goose's nest.
Not here.
Not here. A classic should have thought of that half an hour ago situation.
I don't mind if you would have brought stuff in from outside.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going to be that much of a dick.
Done.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, you didn't think of it 5 minutes ago.
Think about it.
Ding.
Okay, back out. Shadow, back it.
You're headed down. So, remember that the last time you actually went through this place via
The heart of
the heart of the cairn. So
Yeah.
you have approached the heart of the cairn this way. The wind that is surrounding this area pushes very strongly to the point where it almost feels like it could prevent you from approaching sooner if you didn't have perhaps Goose's blessing to approach. And in fact, Zach can't progress.
Oh shit.
He's stepping forward and he's trying, but like it's as if he's running into like an invisible wall that he just can't quite get past as the wind is kicked up around him and pushing him, his hair flowing back. Well, his hair, he doesn't have that much hair flowing back behind him.
Dante's gonna turn around. Just wait for us.
Here?
Here.
Okay.
If you howl, we'll know you're in danger.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll know.
You can just yell if you aren't feeling howly.
Okay. Why do you get to go and I don't?
Goose trusts us.
Oh, I didn't do anything to a goose.
Goose doesn't know you.
As you heard, very few get to see Goose, despite all of those people at Weathered Storm theoretically being in allegiance to
Well, what the
her.
fuck makes you so special? And
That's what people can't figure out.
Maybe we just came here with the right intentions. Like you said, Zach. Intentions matter. And maybe that's all it is. Or maybe Goose sees something in us that we can't see in ourselves. Who is to question the how?
okay, all right. And he sits down. Jeez. Bunch of mumbo jumbo.
I'd suggest not being so callous about this place. It has a way of knowing.
Oh, that's okay. He's gonna be left out here for quite a while.
Yeah.
He'll get nice and scared.
You know what? Actually, that's a good point, Zach. Yeah.
Go ahead, mouth off, get killed.
Yeah. Try to pretend that this place doesn't exist. It's not like a bad dream. The harder you believe that you'll wake up, the faster you do, or
What's
whatever.
that, like, clap if you believe in fairies or whatever. There you go. If you don't clap, this place will just vanish.
I think you'll find it's a very real place.
Okay.
This is all new and strange, and we get that. But try to have a little faith.
If you say so. I'll do my best.
We'll be back. And then turns back and continues into the hole towards us. Yeah.
Goose remains in her nest. The feathers on the wing that you noticed are still shriveled, and some of them have fallen off, littering the ground in this place. She's backed up against one of the corners. Eyes still defiant, but it's clear that what once was someone quite proud and able to defend at this point is suffering as much as anyone else. Come in.
You felt us coming.
It's still my place to guard. I know all who are here. You're welcome. Come, please, sit.
Thank you.
There was another.
You.
I do not know him.
You did not know us.
You came via the heart. He did not. Smells of foxes.
Do we not smell of foxes a little ourselves? But Dante sits cross-legged, nevertheless, in front of Goose. We're here, Goose, to tell you what we intend, to tell you what we want to do, and to tell you that it is part of our plan to do for you what we think we need to heal the mountain.
Why do you do this?
Come to tell you.
Why are you here? And in sharp contrast to the last time when you met Goose, she seems almost afraid of you. Still let you in, but here really pushed back.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask for a...
Yeah.
We're going to say that this is a charisma occult.
I would like to roll.
I should not.
Occult?
I don't think so. Oh, I don't think so.
Carult?
Quarreled. 4 successes.
Something has scared her, and she's now not sure who she can trust. The fact that she let you in, without some convincing, this might be the last time.
Oh, boy.
You're relatively sure it's not something you did.
That's good. But you can never be sure.
Otherwise, she would probably come at you more aggressively, like, why did you do this? Or refuse you entry at all.
Right, sure, yeah.
But something has happened to put her even further on her guard, and therefore she is losing trust in even you.
Mm-hmm.
Tricky situation.
Alas. Macris.
Knows nothing of this.
We're walking down a path where we've discovered that there are broken bones that still haven't healed correctly, that still ache because they weren't set right the first time. we may be breaking them again. With the goal of fixing them.
There's an alarmed little honk.
Extreme pain in the short.
Pain's necessary.
Pain that no one wants to feel. Pain that, understandably, one can't bring to inflict upon themselves.
Pain is necessary. Survival is pain.
This pain is from the not so distant past, Goose. Something that you may know of. Here, this place, this heart, something happened. There was an attack.
Yes. Yes, I remember.
And there are many out there who cannot remember. Through no fault of their own, something has happened to them.
You're not here to ask me what happened, are you?
I don't think you would tell me if I asked. So no.
There's a measure of relaxation, and she doesn't seem quite so pushed. She relaxes a little further in her nest. Or a little closer in her nest, I should say. A little further into her nest, not away from it into the wall.
That's the pain.
All they could do is ask over and over and over again what happened. I can only tell them what I know. I sent them away. I cannot tell them more than what I know. I will not lie. What good is lying? It will help no one. There are times when, to survive, you must keep your spirits up. But no one believes a lie for long, and the spirit merely crashes even further into despair. I will not lie. And yet they demanded it of me.
They wanted you to tell them something, anything that would help them, heal them. They wanted comfort. And they wouldn't accept the truth. Is that fair to say?
The one with many eyes told me to craft a story. Said that it was important for them to move on, to understand. Something was better than to understand the truth. That it would help wounds heal. I sent her away. She's not welcome here.
As she tried to return.
She knows well enough.
That is the sense we get, too.
It's fire. I remember it. There was fire here. I was doing everything that I could. But it's so dry. It is so easy for things to catch alight when they are not wet. When they do not hang heavy with the dew of the morning.
We were warned, sorry, this is out of character. To be clear.
Yeah.
We were warned by Fox to not, quote, not let Goose lie to us. Dante is absolutely trying to be open and honest and empathetic, but they're like, she is saying something, and does he get the sense that she is trying to, again, spin a lie to just get them away?
Okay. Resolve insight. Or resolve subterfuge. You can both make this roll.
This be carefully considered.
God, no.
Gotta ask.
No, and fuck you for asking.
No, you know what? Fox isn't gonna be a Daedrin anymore.
Actually, now that you mention that,
Oh.
go ahead and roll an extra die.
On top.
It's okay. Yeah, on top of what you've rolled.
You too.
4.
3.
Goose isn't lying, but you do get the distinct impression that Goose is on her guard, and that she, as much as she says, "I will not lie," she will absolutely lie if she thinks that it's important. The thing is, about this, she's refusing to lie in order to accomplish whatever this person, who I think is pretty clear who they are.
Oh, I can't remember her name.
Sight of Seven.
Yeah,
Hannah York.
yeah. And the Theurge who is not allowed to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
She won't craft a lie in order to help save people. She would more likely craft a lie in order to turn enemies away.
Very noble. To be sure.
It was green. Fire was green. Burning away sigils, glyphs, offerings. They almost made it here, the enemy. I could hear them trying to get past the gate. She looks up, similar to the trapdoor that you would have seen when you first approached. There were some who had stayed close to defend me. One survived.
Only one.
Only one.
That's so much blood spilled to defend you in this place.
There was no blood spilled. I would have known if there was blood spilled. But they are gone. Touch of glass remains. She does not speak with me.
We don't know, but she has certainly made some sort of pact or offering.
She does not speak with me.
And yet,
She defended me.
somehow you have remained tied to this place where none speak with you.
I do not abandon. I would never. And I care for this place. And they guard this place, and they maintain it in my honor.
They don't know how to mend bridges.
They are creatures of violence.
You can still have allies in the fight.
They are frightened about what they do not know, as am I.
Of course.
And it makes it difficult to trust. But I know why I trust you. Your keys.
What of our keys?
She looks up at the two of you. When others use keys, it is to protect their belongings. When you use keys, it is to protect others. Every voice protected, locked away for a night, week, so that they might see safety again. And that's why I trusted you.
But now we're here to open those doors. The floodgates of pain forgotten.
My wing.
Yes.
There's now a distinct, ruffle of I don't know what you're planning on doing here.
You've been here alone for a very long time.
My goslings are gone.
Those who call you, those who guard this place, don't speak with you. You're alone. That's no way to live. That's no way to heal.
Are you turning keys to help me this time?
We always have been. And Dante would like to sort of half rise and extend his arm towards her injured wing in a gesture of may I. That's fair. That's
Are you
fair.
helping?
I think Macris is close to opening her mouth to probably not be helpful, so... No, I'm not helping. I will not contribute to this role.
Okay.
I don't
That
think,
feels
unless you
like-
consider it.
I mean, I feel like the notion of this is no way to live. You need to reach out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It feels helpful to me, but I hear what you're saying about not doing more.
I'm curious about what you're going to open your mouth to say.
Unfortunately,
At
it's
the
left
same
my
time,
brain.
he's
It's
reaching
left
for-
my brain. Is the trouble.
God damn. Sorry,
That's okay.
All right. This is going to be a charisma persuasion.
She asked, we're turning keys to help her. That's what
Her,
it was.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
We're opening doors. I can't promise that all of them will help.
Interesting. Difficulty adjusted. Go ahead and roll.
Yikes.
Dante's spending willpower like it's going out of style.
Hey, it's a resource. Yeah, spend your resources. 3 successes. Yet, weirdness. Yet.
Don't they have something like that? Though? Specialties. They have specialties.
Specialty. Occult specialty. Goose.
Honk.
Yeah, keys.
Not your keys, not your coin.
Her wing is hot. Not warm. I mean, birds aren't warm-blooded anyway. But in this hole where it's cool, Goose is hot, almost painful to the touch. And you can see her twisting her neck back and forth. She doesn't like to be touched, but she's still holding the wing out as best she can.
This is the Umbra. This is not, the sort of quote-unquote real world.
It's not?
I mean, sorry, what I mean is it doesn't necessarily abide by the same rules as the other world. Is there this heat? Is there a clear source? Is there a clear, perhaps, burn on her that I can see?
Interesting question. Intelligence occult, but the difficulty for this one's going to be high, I warn you.
I'm the consequences for failure are dire. I'm gonna do it. I feel good about it. Still feel good about it. Oh, I don't feel great about. Boy. All right, Dante. All right, buddy. Okay, let's just
Like it's going out of
keep it
style.
to a minimum.
That means you're not getting all of it back.
No, fuck no.
Quick,
Not with that attitude. Quick, put him in
give him a
combat.
phone to break. Then he only gets one.
I hate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes.
Can't say he doesn't try.
That's sweet.
You needed 9,000. Ha 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 ha. Laughs and
Did that come from multiple zeros?
Storyteller.
It did not, which is unfortunate. I have a 10. Would be nice. Good pool.
She's still a flame. Within her, she's been fighting it, but whatever she's describing as a burn or as flame, it hasn't stopped. And part of the reason why she's perhaps so weak is because she's focused on keeping it within herself rather than letting it spread.
Holy shit. I, Scott, do not know of a way to extinguish a flame within a goose. Is there?
feels like a spiritual
This-
representation of
Sure,
the
sure,
ongoing
yeah, of
struggles
course.
of
Hey,
Blair.
Kate knows how to play werewolf.
Hey! No, that's fair.
Fix the problem. Save the
Right,
world.
exactly.
Save
Yeah.
the cheerleader, save the world.
Goose, the cheerleader. See Goose with little pom-poms.
Wonder if I'll ever watch Heroes again.
Yeah,
Just the
not
first
worth it.
season, though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Someone who powered through the rest of it.
No, I only ever watched the first season.
Yeah.
Dante.
No,
that's
Goose
it.
is made out of
Holy shit!
copper sulfate or whatever it was.
Dante's eyes, like, I think he understands. It's clear, and he releases her gently.
There's another pained honk.
I feel what you're doing, and I feel the honor in it. You're protecting us, everyone. I understand.
I survive. It's what I do.
And we are going to help you. We're going to unlock the door. Use our keys. And find the water that you need. As it were.
Is there a way I can help you now?
I would never ask you to tell us something that you do not know. I would never ask you to lie. If you have a sense, an intuition, a vision of where this flame originated, who carried it, anything that can help us.
You spoke of sigils burning.
Outside, on your plane, within the heart, this place once held 13, then 11. What if one comes back? Now I'm going to ask for an intelligence and either occult or politics roll from both of you.
Mandatory rule.
No, you don't have to roll if you don't want to. Why was it?
I only have 2 rage dice to roll for all of these things, so.
Oh
yeah.
boy.
Oh, Macris.
Yeah.
Oh, Doctor.
Doctor! What if Dante just doesn't tell you?
What if God was one of us?
That's a great
What
question.
if Goose was one of us?
Honk.
Just a honk like all of us.
Shy 5 successes. Just a honk like all of them.
Okay. The Guru Nation was formerly made up of several tribes.
Right.
At one point, it was made up of 13. These tribes include
Oh boy.
the Black Furies,
Or download.
Bone Gnars, Children of Gaia, Gale Stalkers, Ghost Council, Glasswalkers, Heart Wardens, Red Talons, Shadow Lords, Silent Striders, and Silver Fangs. But it also did at one point include Stargazers and the Cult of Fenrir.
Mhm. 2 were burned away in a manner of speaking.
One left. One has decided to do differently.
And then Goose's last sentence was,
What if one came back?
what if one was to return? Or what if one returned? Or something to that effect. Okay.
They barely let.
I should point out that there has been no evidence of any Cult of Fenris or Stargazer activity on this island in quite some time.
Yeah.
We are back. They don't have. They've struck the Bone Gnars and the Glasswalkers from the heart. But we're here.
We're here and you welcomed us.
Rat and Spider are friends. Are they not?
Of course.
There's that moment of like,
You sure?
before Dante says, of course.
Mhm. There are some out there who perhaps don't believe so in quite the same way anymore. And those are the bridges that we're mending.
They don't even treat Goose as a friend. I'm done with them.
Who? Sorry?
They don't even treat
Who is
Goose.
they?
Them, like the people of the Weathered Storm.
Weathered
Okay.
storm.
Yeah.
Like quite generally,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Then take something from me. New Moon. Pizza.
Do you have pizza?
No, there was a great New Moon. There was a pizzeria called
Moon.
New
Oh,
Moon.
New Moon! Oh!
Like so, like
Yeah.
I remember that.
fond memories. Anyway. Come forward and take one of my opinion feathers. For if they do not respond to that, then I will know if they have left me behind.
If it is to test their connection to you, I will. But I will not take it for my own benefit. If they won't listen to me, they won't listen to me.
I listen to you. I offer it. And if they do not listen to you, Ragabash, they do not listen to me.
Macris reaches out.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that she's got a firm pinch on it without pulling.
Okay.
And pulls like a band-aid.
I wish that it made like a
It really
kind of
should.
cartoon
though, right?
noise.
Yeah, it really should.
But it doesn't. Goose, however, doesn't seem to be in pain when you do this, for what it's worth.
Yeah.
And after it happens, Goose's good wing passes over your hand, and you feel the heat from that wing, but there's that gentle... You ever touch like the edge of a feather? Not like the shaft?
Yeah.
Just a gentle pass over. You get one as well.
Oh.
Dante, you can recover 1 superficial willpower.
Thank you. That's so kind. Thanks, Goose.
I will rest. And she turns and, with her big long neck, tucks her head underneath her good wing so that she just looks like a ball of white.
Remember that good can come of visitors.
And there's a pause, the head almost having made it under, and then an almost imperceptible nod. And then
And we're gonna take our pinion feathers.
what?
Each.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you said. I thought you said Dante. You get one too.
A brush.
A brush with a fucking yeah.
Okay.
That makes
You're the only one with a
Great.
feather. Unless Dante's like, don't mind what you
Doink, 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 doink.
Can you imagine?
And
Sneaky
Troy
goose.
wants one.
Yep. And
yeah,
Zach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
cool.
probably will want one too. I think. Yeah.
Theo's around somewhere.
Put this next to you. It'll
Birds
offset
of a
your
feather.
black feathers.
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean,
Great.
at this point, we're just going for roast goose.
Oh my god. She's already cooked and you know what?
Tuck it close to Macris tucks it close to her heart, and then gets the fuck out of there.
The feather carries with it warmth. It's not burning like when you held her wing, but it has a bit of a warmth to it. I should point out, Dante would know this. This is significant. The feather will appear to it shows up in the world, so like it's not like it's chimerical and like humans look right through it or whatever. Don't fucking lose it.
Oh shit, where to put that?
Oh boy. Jeez. Oh, I needed a new quill.
Well, wasn't that with where's the mirror scale? Oh shit, who has the
The
scale?
mirror scale.
Yeah, it's that all over
Yeah.
again. The MacGuffin.
Guy mini.
It's not.
We are returning to Zach, or where we left Zach, to be clear.
As you approach Zach, you hear. That's right.
Oh no.
It is your duty to make sure that you are fighting in all capacities towards the mountain's safety.
Sup, Flea?
Oh. You. You're with them. Very well. You may convince them of what is important and flee. Very small.
Right.
And she tugs on her thorax.
Okay.
I see progress. Not enough blood.
Funny.
Flea just starts bouncing away.
Holy hell.
What was that?
Wait.
Wait.
They come that small? I heard that.
Though she be little and small, she is still strong.
Are we getting out of here?
Yeah. We got some more people to talk to. About some real important shit.
If you don't leave very soon, I will charge you 1 willpower.
Oh god, see. It's ending. Get
Yeah.
out there. Yeah.
But I think the plan is done.
Charge you one willpower.
Now that you've regained it,
Yeah. Fuck you.
it means that you won't go into like max willpower damage. But anyway,
Yes, we are going to pass back outside, back through we're going to perform the rite of shadow passage to leave.
The moon is directly overhead. It's after midnight. You're close to the heart, but not quite inside it now.
I'd like to head back. I'd like to head towards the heart where those pillars were they?
Yeah, there were like pillars inscribed with the various tribe like sigils,
Mhm.
and then the glasswalk, as you said, the glasswalkers and bonars had been removed somehow.
Or
scratched
like, can you
out.
remind me what state
Yeah, I
those
remember.
ones are in? Are they completely gone or damaged or
I
what?
can't remember, to be honest. Oh, maybe I'll check
Yo.
my notes.
I'm just making the storyteller make a decision in case he needs to.
Are you going back to look?
I am.
Yes.
Yes, Macris wants to.
Okay. So as you approach the heart,
Yeah.
Alice is sitting
Oh, yeah.
just by the trap door. She's got her bracer. You've come back.
We spoke with the goose.
Glad. Did she tell you anything you needed to hear?
Yes.
Yeah, she did. Alice, why do you not speak to Goose?
I promised I wouldn't. You don't think that was wise?
We don't have the picture.
I can't have made that decision for you.
Do you know what state she's in?
Yes. I'm doing everything that I can to prevent that from getting worse. Thank you, by the way, for listening yesterday.
Not all talk. I'd like to recon that. I'm not all mouth.
You were wonderful.
What you say is true. You're not half bad yourself.
I made a deal, and I think, based on what you've been asking, I have started to remember.
By choice?
by a deal.
How do you surmount the insurmountable? By doing the unthinkable.
It is why I speak once every 2 days. It is why I do not speak to Goose. The only thing that I'm worried about is whether or not I should tell you what I know.
How about you get out of my way for a minute?
She reaches forward and lifts the ring and pulls the trapdoor open. I mean, she's standing aside. She's assuming that's where you're trying to go.
Good. We'll find the answer to that question. Macris hops straight down.
All right. There are indeed room for many sigils down here. Someone has come along and has defaced Bonar Glasswalker. One of the sigils has fallen into disrepair. That of the cult of Fenrir. Fenrir? Not sure.
Visioning.
But there is one sigil that does not belong to the 11 tribes with which you are familiar with. It has been re-etched. And as you look very closely at the Stargazer glyph, you can feel the same heat that was included in the feather that is now held close to your chest. I think we'll end the session there.
Macris, we're so early. Macris draws her knife.
Oh, we're so early? Oh, shit. We are early. Never mind.
I don't know. I mean, it's up to you.
Okay, we'll keep going.
That felt like a dramatic moment if you want
Let me see. Thing here. Okay, we can keep going for just a little bit. Okay, you draw your knife.
to. I'm gonna go to recarve the Bonar glyph.
There's an easier way to do that than with your knife.
Sure.
Yeah.
What do I need to go to have claws?
Hispo would do it. Lupus would do it. Krinos would do it.
Feels a little intense.
Yeah, because Kratos is the one with the plus claws, but
Yeah, but
They don't-
most, you know.
particularly want to go full on Kratos. So, Hispo it is, assuming that this rage check succeeds. That's a 9, so yes.
Okay, you have shifted to Hispo.
Claw. Scratch.
I mean, seeing this sort of like strange sigil that I'm not familiar with, the Stargazers, and then watching Macris do this, I think inspires Dante to do the same. I'm gonna shift to Lupus, and with a
So you're a much bigger
Yeah.
wolf than he is at the moment.
and with I think a relatively unpracticed paw, he's going to very sort of deliberately recarve the symbol of the Glasswalkers.
Oh yeah, Macris is no skilled. Well, no, I have craft one. Carpentry.
I think also just he's not very
but-
skilled as a wolf.
That's fair.
It
That's fair.
would be the equivalent of language for you.
Mm.
So there is no.
Mhm.
I mean, in much the same way that I assume that you can write things down.
Yeah.
Some of us have better handwriting than
Yeah.
others.
But, like, we're tracing.
Incredibly
We're
pointed
tracing.
comment, but that's all right.
Well, I mean more along the.
No,
Oh,
I know.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, that is a joke. I'm sorry.
But like, for instance, a Galliard who very much is like in tune with all this, might go to great lengths to make sure that it is beautiful and done in perfect ways, but you are still more than able to make the Bonar or Glasswalker glyphs recognizable anyway.
Okay. Well, they are being reformed, and Dante just like looks with some amazement towards Macris, making a claim.
There's also a bit of a growl, and then I'll look over towards the unfamiliar one. And then with what Macris frequently will sniff and a bit of, like as a sort of commentary sort of thing, but then she actually goes over and is going to smell this unfamiliar hot sigil, trying to see if there's anything familiar about it.
There's nothing familiar, but you will remember the scent.
This one, star sigil scent.
That feels very important.
Smells like jade or whatever it was.
Orange jade.
Orange jade or jasmine tea. There we go. I'm mixing my yeah. Great.
Oh fuck. Good.
In Hispo, can I leap back out of the?
Oh yeah, in
Great.
Hispo?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, of course you can.
Yeah.
Can I? I'm gonna transform back to Haman, but as I'm climbing, so like a wolf starts to like put the paw on the ladder, and then like becomes like a human hand as he emerges as well.
Zach is curious as to why you are no longer Macris he once knew, but there are those who will notice what you did down there.
So be it.
Bonar. Glasswalker. When I remember fully, I will tell you what I know.
And not before then.
Dreams. Only dreams for now. But there may be a chance to make this go faster. And now, we'll end the session there.
Whoa. Maybe a chance to make it go faster. I'm going to need some melatonin because it's dreams.
Sleep more.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sleep more. Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to not put, tire me out.
Oh, I see. I also wanted to make it about sex. Yeah. Fetch. Okay, Alice. Fetch.
Good girl.
Kate, what did you learn today?
So much.
Can I just say that wearing the Geordie shirt for Werewolf kind of perfect?
Yeah, it's totally. Yeah.
Yeah, I did pick it because it was a moon. But also because I'm rehearsing there. I learned so much. That there are a lot of opinions about truthfulness amongst the cairn and the spirits and in all those directions.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And I learned that it would appear that a or some of the lost tribe of the disappeared tribe of the Stargazers are returning, or are trying to return, or something involving them. That's what I learned. Creepy. Who did that?
Yeah, but are they burning because they're the source of the fire, or are they burning
Whoa.
because they were burned away by the
Exactly,
fire? Like,
exactly.
what's going on?
What's
Tinfoil hat.
happening?
Thumbs up. Good job, Don. I want to highlight Scott for so casually and very Dante-ly not agreeing with Fox. Just being like, nah, Fox is wrong.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
yeah,
that was
that's
so
fair.
nice. And it was a nice being like, yeah, sure, I'm a Thurge, but that doesn't mean that, like, I have to just bow and nod and agree with everything that a spirit does. Like, it's nice because I feel like an obvious choice would just be to be like, yes, spirit says so.
They have so much to
The
teach
spirit
us.
has spoken. Yeah, so yeah.
That's
it was,
fair.
Like, it was a really nice little...
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And I want to credit you, Kate, with, again, one of my favorite quotes. I feel like every session now I'm just like, I want to highlight Kate for this best quote of the session. But I want to highlight you for using the wordplay of the reason is dawning on me. I want to highlight the moment of testing someone above your station in a manner of speaking.
Yeah, an elder.
In a way that is dangerous, but also very important. And I feel like that's the thing, is that Macris does dangerous shit because it's important. Not to just be like, I'm gonna go cliff diving for fun. It's like, no, if I do this, I can get to the source of the trouble. It's awesome.
The sass is deliberate.
Yeah. The
Mostly.
sass beeth deliberate.
Mostly.
For sure.
Sometimes there's just a total lack of composure. Oop.
And I want to highlight you, John, for Zach's role through the episode. I think it would be very easy for Zach to just kind of like tail around and just be like, he's here because we said he should come and he shouldn't just sit around at downstream. But he had very strong opinions about a lot of things, and I think that's awesome. Like, that I'm learning about him and he's learning about himself in the same moment, which I think is really cool. So I appreciate that. Also, hi, Red Sage. Welcome. I see you. I see you there. I see you, Jake Suley.
I don't know why Uber Eats thinks that it's great to say your food is here early when I scheduled it.
Yes, no, that's
right. Like,
problematic. Yeah. But I wanted it at a time.
I wanted it here, and they're like, no, it's here early. We worked hard to get it to you early, and I'm like, but didn't want it early.
I want that.
I scheduled it.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? At any rate, Aragorn is correct to a certain way that Zach might be a proxy character for a newbie. He gets to say the "but."
Because yeah, I mean, one way we could have started the campaign with all of us being like, it's your first change, and you meet because you're running from some, you know what I mean? Like that would have been one way to start the campaign.
It could have been,
but it was not, and I'm thrilled. Oh hi.
What? Hot stuff is being hotified.
Hotified. I assigned Zach the Dino Nuggy emote for being the pupper.
Baby.
Lovely. Oh shit. That's great.
What do we have coming up?
Streams throughout the week. I do have some more of this film work that I'm doing this week. However, I can pretty much guarantee that I will be streaming on Tuesday and hopefully again throughout the week. Method Madness continues. Dr. Surgeon MD is wondering about androids. Do they have sex like humans? ? Or do they shoot lasers at their genitals? It's been a weird stream. The Talos Principle 2 continues with the doc. And I'd like to get back. Just heard about a really exciting game for Paul Prospero to maybe try out. So I'm hoping to get to that this week as well. That's me on Tuesday.
The moot point, by the way, was so that Stargazer, and then 71% believe that the Stargazer caused the amnesia, 29% believe that the Stargazer secretly protects Weathered Storm.
Interesting. We don't know this person's
either
things.
Or both, neither. Who knows?
Who knows?
I do.
Oh. Oh, I see. Okay.
I know that there is going to be a new season of Diablo coming out, and I promised that I'd give it a shot.
You did. Sure.
So we'll give it a shot, and I might do some of that on stream, or at least some of the initial leveling. So we'll do that. But I think if that's a Diablo stream, that's also possibly going to be a joint like clinic hours, because it's Diablo and I don't need to pay attention to it. So we might just do it that way. But that's me
Okay.
Friday.
Oh yeah, I guess, eh? Again, filming schedule pending. There should be something in lieu of Punchy. Punchy is not here.
Netrunner.
Oh,
oh, wow.
wow.
Oh. Ah,
Yeah, penetrate my hand, John. It's a quote somewhere in here. That's a great idea, actually. So you should stay tuned.
I
for
have
this
good
one for
ideas
that.
every once in a while.
And Saturday, similarly, I imagine there will be more streams from me, but there will not be a Drew Crew specifically, because we've got to wait for Liz to start the new one about aliens and shit. Really, Chad.
Yay! I'm not going to be streaming on my own, but we will be back here next week with Elizabeth. Yeah, usual time, usual channel.
And a new XP progression, potentially.
Ooh, potentially.
Thanks, guys.
Ooh.
In the meantime, thanks to everyone in Kung Fu Fetish for being around here, being awesome. If you are here, you're listening to us on the podcast or watching us on YouTube, join us on Discord anyway. We just definitely like hearing when people are hanging around, paying attention to our thing, and let us know what you think. Maybe you hate it. I'd still want to hear.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm headed this way. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.